is about the water cycle. Let's first look at the definitions. Okay, a water table. A water table is the upper edge of the saturated zone in soil. So in this diagram, the water table is the purple part is here. Okay, the aquitard. It's a layer improvised to the passage of water. So let's say there are 3 mountains and then it rains and the aquitard would be the place where all the water that's sliding would meet. This would be the aquitard. Okay, now capillary action. Capillary action is water moving upwards through soil because of attraction in soil. So in this diagram, let's say this is the water, and so because of capillary action, the water will move up since the soil is up and because of the attraction. Now condensation, like everybody knows, it's a process that leads to cloud formation. So in this picture, pretend this is a cloud and this is a water, and so this would be the condensation process. Evaporation. Evaporation is when water turns to vapor. So like everybody knows what it is. And
Pardon the interruption, but could a caretaker please come to the main office? A caretaker to the main office, thank you.
Okay. A landslide is like a disaster that happens when soil gets saturated and the particles fall down to each other. In this picture, it shows how the soil are falling down. It's basically like an avalanche, but with soil falling down. Okay, a swamp is a shallow body of water that also contains trees. This is a picture of a swamp. Now, lastly, estuary. It's when salt and fresh water gets mixed, like right here. Okay, let's look at the process of cleaning water. Okay, all water, even fresh water in nature, must be purified so that it's safe for us to use, for example, drinking or taking a bath. This process removes contaminants like soil that makes the water dirty or bacteria that makes us sick. Clean water then moves through a large pipe called water mains to deliver the water to our homes. Okay. Now let's look at the percentage of water on Earth. Okay, on Earth, the percentage of the salt water is 97.2%. And the fresh water vapor is 0.001%. And then solid fresh water is 2.2%, and the liquid fresh water is 0.6%. This is very important to remember because when we're learning water cycles. Okay, what is a watershed? A watershed is an area of highland in which all the water goes to one destination. It's the same as the mountains. So like all the water, it goes to like one destination. Now, how and why do human construction have a negative effect on nearby water? Because when constructing a building or like houses, they remove plants from the ground. So when they remove the plants from the ground, the rainwater like takes the soil and it dumps it into the water, which gives us dirty water. And now the 8 places where we can find water in nature: the atmosphere, glaciers, rivers, swamp, estuary, marsh, and ocean. Okay, now let's look at the diagram. So here, this will be the ocean. This would be the estuary. This will be the marsh. And this would be the swamp. This is the lake, the river, the glaciers, and the atmosphere. Okay. Now let's look at the water cycle diagram. So basically when the sun shines, the water evaporates. So this process here, it will be called evaporation. And then after it evaporates, it goes through a stage called condensation, which is the process when the clouds are being formed. And then after the clouds get formed and the cloud gets heavy, it rains, which is called precipitation. And then it's the runoff, like the rain goes to the glaciers, and then the process continues. And then when it gets to the ocean, it evaporates again, and it continues the process. So that's the end of our presentation. Thank you. Let it close to you.